for sharing your time with me, and we want to stay connected and offer a yoga practice, even though we can't do it together live, that we practice at home, which is also a nice way to practice for yourself. Since I'm not there to personally guide you, if there's anything, as always, that doesn't feel right for you or doesn't fit into your practice, just skip it. You're going to need 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can use a couple of books and a belt. And if you don't have a belt, you can, a yoga belt, you can just use a normal belt or a belt from your bathrobe, or a hand towel works well. I wanted to start with a Yoga Sutra 216, which tells us that future suffering can and should be avoided. Our yoga practice gives us an opportunity to kind of shift gears and check in with what's happening, and to become very aware of what we're feeling, what we're thinking. And by bringing our awareness into the present moment, we can make conscious choices that avoid or prevent future suffering. And that's what we're all doing now by quarantining, by staying home, by having social distancing in order to prevent further suffering. And at the same time, we can do something to help ourselves stay physically healthy and to relieve stress. So I wanted to start with a mantra, a Shiva mantra. Shiva is one of the 3 main deities, the deity of destruction or transformation. And Shiva is the first yogi, because yoga is a process of self-transformation by bringing our consciousness and awareness into this present moment so that we can make conscious choices. Shivoham means I am Shiva, reminding us that we are the ones that are responsible for the choices that we make and for ourselves, for our life. If you're familiar with this, you can join me. We'll repeat it a few times, so you can join in when you're ready. Nityananda means eternal bliss. These are different names for Shiva. Shiva, I am consciousness itself, I am eternal bliss. Sachara chara para purna Shivoham, Shivoham. Sachara chara para purna Shivoham, Shivoham. Nityananda Swarupa close your eyes for a few moments. Checking in with yourself, noticing what you feel. Just rest your hands onto your lap. Lift your heart in the back of your head and keep your eyes closed for a few more moments. And tune into this part of yourself that sees yourself in a loving and non-judgmental way. Bring your hands together and rest your thumbs onto your chest and lift your heart into your thumbs. Bow your head towards your heart. Begin breathing slowly and smoothly in and out through your nose. Gently narrow your throat, creating the Ujjayi breathing technique so that you can hear the sound of your breath. It sounds a little bit like the wind. And then softly open your eyes and just let your gaze drop down onto the floor in front of you. We want to have the eyes focused and at the same time relaxed. So all of the little muscles around your eyelids are soft. Take another long breath in. And a deep breath out. The next time you inhale, raise your arms above your head. Open your arms, look up between your hands. And as you exhale, lower your arms and twist to your right. Just bring your hands down onto the floor or your lap, anything that you can touch. Take a long breath in this twist. And follow that breath all the way back out. Inhale, turn forward, reach your arms above your head, look up between your hands. This time as you exhale, lower your arms and twist to your left. Take a long breath in, growing a little bit taller. And a deep breath out, twisting a little bit deeper. Good, inhale, turn forward, lift your arms. This time bring your hands together, and as you exhale slowly, like you're moving through pudding, pull your hands in front of your heart. And then we'll inhale the hands forward. Come onto your hands and your knees. You can just bring your blocks towards the front of your mat. That's where we'll need them in a few moments. And step your hands underneath or slightly in front of the shoulders and spread all of your fingers, not too wide, just wide enough, and push down into both of your hands. And then feel the tops of your feet push those down into the floor as well. As you take your next breath in, turn your sitting bones up, so arching your back, look up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, tuck your tailbone round your back, bring your chin to your chest. We're going to repeat that 2 or 3 more times. Inhale, arch your back, look all the way up towards the ceiling. And exhale, round your back, pull the belly button in and up. Look towards your belly button. One more time. Inhale, moving slowly with your breath. And exhale, rounding your back. Push into your hands, press your spine up. Good. Inhale into a neutral position. And now step your right foot off of the right side of your mat, about in line with your left knee, and press the outer edge of that right foot into the floor. So you can see the arch of that right foot is lifting. Your hands are still under or slightly in front of your shoulders. Take a big breath in and push your body away from the floor. And as you breathe out, move your hips towards your left foot. We're going to do it 2 more times. Inhale slowly forward. And exhale slowly back. shoulders forward. And exhale, move your hips back. Inhale forward this time, reach your right arm up into the sky, look up to the right hand. As you exhale, slide the right arm all the way underneath the left. Just bring the right shoulder and the right ear as close to, or maybe even onto the floor, as much as that feels good for you. Stay here, take a long breath in, and a deep breath out. As you inhale, reach the right hand back up. And as you exhale, bring the right hand and the right knee back to the all fours position. Same thing, other side. Step your left foot off of the left side of your mat. Press the outer edge of the left foot down, spread all toes and all fingers. Inhale deeply. Exhale, move your hips back and down. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. No rush. And exhale back. Inhale forward, reach the left hand up high, push deeply into the right hand. Exhale, twist. Stay in this position, take a long breath in. And follow that breath out. Inhale the left hand back up. And exhale to the all fours position. So from here, we're going to come down onto the belly. There's a few ways. You might be familiar with bringing your knees, chest, and chin to the floor. If that's not possible, you can just slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. I'm going to take a big breath in. As I exhale, I'm going to bring my chest and my chin onto the floor. I'm going to stay here and take a big breath in. It's not so easy. And a deep breath out. Inhale. Push your hands a little bit and bring your hips down onto the floor. Point your toes back. Feel the feet and push the tops of both of your feet into the floor. So your legs are very strong and engaged. The thigh muscles are engaged. The elbows are close to the body. Fingers are spreading. Shoulders, you can roll them up and then back and away. You're lifting your head and your chest. Take a long breath in. And a deep breath out. And we'll add some movement. On the next in-breath, lift the right foot. You don't have to lift it very high, but try to keep both legs very straight. And as you exhale, bring the right foot back to the floor. Inhale, slowly lift your left leg. Exhale the left foot down. Now we're going to add the opposite arm. Inhale, reach the left arm forward and lift the right leg. And exhale the left hand, right foot down. Now the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg, reach the right arm forward. Turn the thumb up to the sky. And exhale the right hand, left foot down. This time inhale, lift both legs. And exhale both legs back down. This time as you inhale, lift both hands. You can either grab the elbows behind you. There's a few different arm variations. You can also just reach the arms back behind you. If it feels good, you can interlace your fingers together. Point the pointer fingers and cross the thumbs in Kali Mudra, and cautiously straighten the arms as much as that feels good for you to do so. Now push the feet down so that your quadriceps are engaged. The legs are very strong. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. This time as you inhale, lift both legs off the floor. Stay here and exhale. Another big breath in. And out. And a third breath in. And out. Release the position, bring the legs down, bring the hands beside your ribs, push back onto your knees, and bring your hips towards your heels into the child's pose. And we'll rest here for a breath or two. When you're ready, come back onto the all fours position. Tuck your toes under, take a big breath in. Spread all fingers, lift the belly button, and as you exhale, take your knees about 10 or 20 centimeters off of the floor. Take a big breath in this position. This time as you exhale, push into your hands and bring your belly and your chest very close to your thighs. We're going to keep the knees bent here for a moment. Take a long breath in. And as you breathe out, twist both of your heels to the right. So your knees both point to the left. A little side bend here. Take a long breath in. And this time as you exhale, twist both heels to the left. The knees point to the right. Inhale. And we'll exhale to the neutral position and just pedal the legs back and forth a couple of times as if you were pedaling a bike. Good. Now we're going to push the right foot back and up into the air into down dog split. Keep pushing into both of your hands. Take a long breath in. Now as you breathe out, step your right foot all the way forward between your hands. And if the foot doesn't make it all the way between your hands, you're going to catch it with the right hand and step it there so that your heel is underneath the knee. We want the shin bone perpendicular to the floor. From here, you're going to lift the head, the chest, reach the arms behind your body. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. This time as you inhale, reach just the left arm forward. Exhale, switch the arms. Inhale, switch the arms. Exhale, switch the arms. This time, inhale both arms forward and lift your upper body a little bit higher. As you exhale, open the arms to the side. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your arms behind you. Interlace your hands together, and on the inhalation, extend the arms. As you exhale, we're going to take a little step or two forward and shift the weight into the right foot and lift the left leg to Virabhadrasana 3. Take 3 breaths in. Exhale here for 1. In. If you lose your balance, that's fine. Just slowly come back in. And exhale here for 2. Inhale. And exhale for 3. This time, step your left foot to the back of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. And exhale your hands to the floor. Step back to downward facing dog. Pedal your legs back and forth a time or two. And we'll do that sequence on the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg. And as you exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, lift your head, your chest, reach the arms behind you. Exhale here. Inhale, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, switch the arms. Inhale, switch the arms. Exhale, switch the arms, moving with the breath. Inhale, both arms forward and up. Exhale, open the arms. Inhale here. Exhale your hands behind your body. Interlace the hands together. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale. Inhale, step into your left foot and lift the right leg. Exhale here for 1. In. Exhale here for 2. Inhale. And exhale the right foot to the back of your mat. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale your hands to the floor. Step the left foot back to downward facing dog. Bring the knees down and rest for a breath in the child's pose. And when you're ready, inhale back onto all fours. Tuck your toes under, take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, lift your hips back and up. Keep the knees bent like we did earlier. This time we're going to cross the right ankle in front of the left knee and open the right knee towards the side. Keep both knees bent. Take a breath or two here. And then switch your legs. And bring both feet back to the floor. On the next in-breath, lift the right foot back and up. Exhale, step the right foot forward. This time we're going to bring the left knee onto the floor and grab the blocks. Bend the right knee deeply. You can either keep those left toes tucking under or point them back. Shift your hips forward. Lift your upper body. And press both feet into the mat, both feet down, and lift up from the base of your torso, the pelvic floor. The upper arm bones, you're going to move back a little bit and the shoulder blades down and into your body. Look up and take a long breath in. And as you breathe out, move your hips back. Extend your right leg as much as you can with the right toe still on the floor. We're going to do that dynamically 2 more times. On the inhalation, bend the right knee. Exhale, extend the right leg. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, extend the right leg. Now stay here and take a long breath in. And a deep breath out. From here, straighten the arms and try to keep your right toes on the floor. The right leg is extended as much as you comfortably can. There can be a small bend in the knee, that's fine. What's important is we want to keep the back and the front of the body very long. From here, we're going to twist. So reach the right hand up to the sky. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. One more breath in. And this time as you breathe out, bring the right hand back to the block. Bend the right knee. We're going to flex the right foot this time. So you feel your Achilles tendon. Spread the right toes. Spread the ball of the right foot. Take a long breath in. And as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale. Exhale here for 1. Inhale. Exhale here for 2. Inhale, bend the right knee. Place the right foot back to the mat. Move the hips forward. This time, lift your arms up towards the sky. Keep pushing into both of your feet. And as you exhale, open the arms to the side. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, bring the arms behind you. You might interlace the fingers together. On the in-breath, straighten the arms. And exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale your hands back to your blocks. We're going to tuck the left toes under and take the left knee off the floor. The left leg is very strong and engaged. From here, we're going to, as we exhale, straighten the right leg as much as you comfortably can. And the back heel is dropping down towards the floor. I'm going to do that dynamically 2 more times with the breath. So as you inhale, slowly bend the right knee. Exhale, straighten the right leg. One more time. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Inhale, bend the right knee. I'm going to move the blocks to the side. And as you exhale, step your right foot back to downward facing dog. Inhale to the push-up position. As you exhale, bring your right knee to the right elbow. Inhale back to the push-up position. Exhale your left knee to your left elbow. Inhale back to the push-up position. And exhale, lift your hips back and up. So we're going to do that long sequence on the other side. Inhale, lift the left foot. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Right knee to the mat. Hands back to your blocks. Bend the left knee deeply. Shift the hips forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, move the hips back. Look towards the belly button. Inhale. And exhale. One more time dynamically. Inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to stay in this position and take a long breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale, lift the chest, reach the left hand up. Exhale here for 1. Inhale. And exhale the left hand to your block. Bend the left knee, take the ball of the left foot off of the floor. Inhale, move the hips back. And exhale your chin to your chest. Inhale. And exhale. Keep spreading your left toes. Take one more breath in and out. Inhale, bend the left knee. Left foot comes back to your mat. This time lift the arms up high. Exhale, open the arms to the side. Inhale, move the shoulder blades down and in. And exhale, reach the hands behind you. You might interlace the fingers together. Take a breath in. And follow that breath out. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale your hands to your blocks. Move, tuck the right toes under and take the right knee off of the floor. And take a long breath in. Exhale, extend the left leg. Inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, extend the left leg. One more time. Inhale, bend the left knee. And exhale, extend the left leg. Last time. So inhale, bend the left knee, bring the hands to your mat. And as you exhale, step the left foot back to downward facing dog. Take a breath or two here. Spread your fingers and spread all toes. We're going to inhale to the push-up position. This time as you exhale, bring your right knee to the left elbow. Inhale back to the push-up position. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow. Inhale to the push-up position. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale the right foot back and up. Exhale, step the right foot between your hands. Inhale, reach the right hand up, twisting to the right. Exhale the right hand down, and this time we're going to step the left foot forward to the front of the mat. Bend the knees, drop the hips down a little bit, and lift your head, your chest, reach the arms behind you. I'm going to take a breath or two here. Arch the back, so the muscles in the back are engaged, the belly button is lifting. Take another breath in and out. On the next in-breath, reach the arms forward and up. Come a little bit more upright. And we'll exhale to Tadasana. So, how are we doing? Hanging in there. You can rest at any time. You can come into the child's pose, or, as I said at the beginning of the class, skip anything that doesn't feel right. We're going to do a standing balancing position, tree pose, Vrikshasana. And of course, when we're standing on one foot, it's a little bit unstable, but that's all part of the practice. It's okay if you lose your balance or come out of the position. You just slowly come back in. So place your right foot to the inside of your left leg, anywhere except directly on the knee, either on the thigh, the calf, even on the ankle is fine. Bring your hands together and place your thumbs onto your chest. And then lift your heart into your thumbs. Just let your eyes drop down onto the floor, and then relax your eyelids and your eyebrows. We're going to follow 2 or 3 slow, steady breaths in and out here. Count them for yourself. On inhalation, lift your right knee and flex your right foot. As you exhale, stand on the right foot. Same thing, other side. So you've shifted the weight into the right foot. You're spreading your right toes. Place your left foot to the inside of the right leg. So your left toes are pointing down towards the floor. Hands together in front of your chest. Grow very tall with the back of your head. Relax your shoulders. Now focus your attention onto your nose. Make your breath very slow and steady. Taking 2 or 3 deep, long breaths here. On an in-breath, lift your left knee and flex your left foot. And we'll exhale, both feet to the floor. Relax the arms. Back to Tadasana. So back to the front of the mat. Spread your toes. On your next breath in, bend the knees deeply and lift your arms forward and up. We're going to keep the knees bent, and as you exhale, with the knees bent deeply, you're going to bring your belly onto your thighs and then your hands to the floor. Relax your head and then slowly push into your feet. Inhale here. And exhale here. On the next inhalation, lift your chest halfway back up, Ardha Uttanasana. You might place your hands onto your shin bones, and as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale the right foot to the back of your mat, big step back. Exhale the left foot to downward facing dog. Inhale to the push-up position. This time as you exhale, come all the way down onto your belly. Bend the knees, reach back, and there's a few different variations. You can either just reach your hands back towards your legs. If possible, you might catch the ankles, either on the outsides of the ankles or possibly on the inside of the ankles. So you see what feels best for you. Now we're gonna lift the belly button a little bit away from the floor and push the pubic bone down into the floor. Push the feet into the hands and imagine you wanted to straighten your legs. Lift your chest. We'll take 3 breaths in and out. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. And exhale for 3. Release the position. Hands beside your chest. Push back into the child's pose. Inhale, back to all fours, tuck your toes under, lift your hips to downward facing dog. Inhale the left foot back and up, and exhale the left foot between your hands. Inhale the left hand up high, exhale the left hand back down and step your right foot forward. Inhale, bend the knees, lift your head, your chest, reach the arms behind you. Exhale here, inhale your hands forward and up. And exhale, stand in Tadasana. Now we'll practice another standing balancing position, Natarajasana. Stand on your left foot, spread your left toes, and lift your left kneecap. So your left quadricep muscle is engaged. Now you're going to bend the right knee and try to catch the right foot behind your back. Bring your left thumb and pointer finger together. Reach the left arm up. Take a big breath in and grow taller. And as you breathe out, push the right foot into the right hand. 3 breaths in. Exhale here for 1. In. Exhale here for 2. In. And exhale here for 3. Inhale to an upright position. And exhale, stand on 2 feet. So as I said, it's all part of the practice. If it's a little wibbly or you lose your balance, tell yourself something kind and then slowly come back into the position. Same thing, other side. So we're shifting the weight into the right foot, spreading the right toes, engaging the right quadricep muscle, and then catch the left foot behind you. We want to try to keep the hips neutral, so you might just touch the hip bones here with the right hand. They're about even with each other. The left knee is close to the right knee. And now bring your right thumb and pointer finger together and lift the right arm up. Take a big breath in and grow taller. As you breathe out, push the left foot into your left hand. Inhale. Exhale here for 1. Inhale. Exhale here for 2. In. And out. Inhale, bring the knees together, come into an upright position. And exhale, stand in Tadasana. Back to the front front of your mat. Spread your toes, inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, your belly to your legs, your hands to the floor, relax your head and then push into your feet. Inhale, lift your chest halfway back up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step your left foot to the back of your mat. Exhale, the right foot to downward facing dog. Inhale to the push-up position. And exhale, lift the hips back and up. Inhale, lift the right foot into the sky. Exhale, step your right foot now to the outside of your right hand, so towards the right side of your mat. Bring your left knee down to the mat. And now bring your forearms down to your mat or onto your block. I'm going to take 3 breaths in. Exhale for 1. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 3. This time as you inhale, bring your right hand onto the right knee. We're going to twist in this position. If it's good, feels good, you can just keep your left elbow bent. If it's a little bit too intense, you can lift your chest a little higher, straightening your left arm. We want to lift the chest and look over the right shoulder. 3 breaths in. Exhale for 1. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Inhale, release the twist and straighten both arms. Tuck your left toes and take your left knee off the floor. And as you exhale, step your right foot back to downward facing dog. Now to the push-up position. And exhale back to downward facing dog. And now lift the left foot back and up. So your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Right knee down to your mat. And the forearms down to your block or the floor. Inhale. Exhale for 1. In. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Inhale, the left hand to the left knee and look over your left shoulder. Exhale for 1. In. Exhale for 2. In. Exhale for 3. Inhale, release the twist. Take your right knee off of the floor. And exhale, step the left foot back to downward facing dog. Now bring your knees down to the floor. Bring your hips down to either side of your feet. Just lean over to that side and swing your legs forward. I'm going to do a seated forward bend. It might be helpful to lift your hips onto a little pillow. When we lift the hips, it's a little easier to bring the pelvis into a neutral position. We want to avoid letting the pelvis tip backwards when we're sitting. So you're sitting right on the tops of your sitting bones. It feels like you're actually tipping your pelvis forward a little bit, which you might be. But you're on the tops of the sitting bones and your spine in a neutral position. Bending the knees or elevating the hips will make that easier. So take a long breath in, growing a little bit taller. And as you breathe out, just walk your hands forward as far as it feels good to do so. We want to try to bring the belly close to the thighs. Bending the knees, of course, makes that easier. Whenever you're folded forward as far as you want to go, then you're just going to let your head hang. We're going to take 3 or 4 breaths here. And on inhalation, lift your head, your chest, and walk your hands back towards your hips. If you're sitting on something, just remove that, move it to the side. Make sure you've got your belt nearby. I'm going to do a couple of reclining positions. To come onto the floor, just grab either knee, extend the opposite leg, and roll down onto your mat. Wrap your belt. Take your belt around the sole of your right foot and extend the right foot up towards the sky. Try to straighten the right leg as much as you comfortably can. And try to hold your belt as close as you can towards the foot so that your elbows are straight. The arm bones are moving into the shoulder socket, so towards the floor, and the shoulder blades are moving a little bit down the back. Take 2 or 3 conscious, deep breaths here. And now we're going to catch the belt with just the left hand and bring the right hand onto the floor about on the level of the shoulder to stabilize your the position. Just going to shift the right foot not very far, just about 50 or 60 centimeters across your body. And take 2 or 3 breaths here. And lift the right foot. Same thing, other side. Step the left foot into your belt. You can either hold your belt with both hands or just the left hand. And then bring your attention to your breath. Take 2 or 3 slow, deep, long breaths in and out through your nose. And take your belt in the right hand, bring your left hand to the floor, and shift your left foot across your body. And lift your left foot, release your belt. This time, bend both of your knees and cross your right ankle in front of your left knee, and then pull both legs in towards your body. You're going to reach the right hand through the opening of your legs here and catch the left shin or the left thigh, and that right knee is moving away from your body. Take 2 or 3 deep breaths here. And switch your legs. And release your legs. And bring your feet onto the floor in front of the sitting bones. You're going to do a bridge pose, so it's important not to turn your head in this position. So if you're not quite sure what I'm instructing you to do, if you're not familiar with what the bridge pose is, then take a look before you lift your hips. Take a look at what I'm doing. What we're going to do is push the arms and the feet, and also a little bit into the back of the head. Those things are pushing down into the floor. And we're going to inhale, lift the hips. We'll do this dynamically 2 more times. As you exhale, bring the hips back down. Inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, lower the hips. And one more time, dynamically. Inhale, lifting the hips. And exhale, lower your hips. Inhale, lift your hips, and this time, as an option, you might interlace your hands together underneath your body. Roll the upper arms a little closer towards each other. Press both arms and both feet into the floor. We'll take 3 or 4 deep breaths here. One more long breath in. Release your hands, and as you exhale, lower your hips back to your mat. And walk your feet out to the sides of your mat and drop both, so your feet are open wider than the hips. Drop both knees to the right. Big breath in. So as you exhale, lift your knees and drop both knees to the left. Inhale. Exhale, lift your knees, drop them back to the right. We're going to do it dynamically a couple of times. Just move very slowly, like the windshield wipers on your cars, dropping your knees from side to side. Little self-massage for your lower back. And the next time you've dropped your knees to the left, then bring your knees in towards your body. Bring your knees together and wrap your arms around your legs, and we're going to make everything very tight and compact. So you're going to squeeze your feet, bring your nose towards your knees, and squeeze your butt, your belly, your shoulders, your eyebrows, and your nose. And then release your legs and stretch your arms and your legs out. We're coming to the resting position, Shavasana. Make sure you're comfortable and warm. We'll rest here for a few minutes. Just let your arms and your legs sink into the floor. Relax your throat and your lips. Let your tongue drop towards the back of your throat. Relax your eyelids and your eyebrows and your forehead. And all of your skin. yourself. Bend your knees and roll over to your right side. And use your hands to lift yourself up into a seated position. You can sit in any seated position that feels comfortable. I'm sitting in Sukhasana, easy pose, but if it doesn't feel so easy for you, you can extend the legs maybe, or come into another seated position. We're just going to finish our practice together with the moment of awareness. With the hands on your laps, close your eyes and lift your heart. Just take a moment to be with yourself, to notice what your yoga practice has changed. Yoga is a practice of conscious change. Personal way, give yourself appreciation. And thank you for sharing your time with me and your practice with me. And I very much look forward to being able to see you live and in person offline very soon. Take care of yourself. Namaste.